Good morning, everybody. It's Martina coming to you live today from my motorhome. So we are on vacation for the next couple days, and so I didn't want to miss my video this morning because I have been consistent with it and I set myself a goal. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about this morning is one yoga pose that you should do every day. So for those of you that don't know, I have been a yoga teacher for the last 8 years, and so much of my practice has been life-changing, and it's really shifted my perspective. Good morning, Jenna. How are you today? So yoga has really been the catalyst that changed my journey in respect to self-love and self-discovery and really getting in tune with my body. So it's been a super important part of my own journey. And so today I wanted to come on here and share with you guys briefly on one yoga pose that I think that you should do every single day. And it's one that I try and do every single day as well. And so the pose that I'm talking about is legs up the wall. So this is a really accessible, as long as you can get yourself down onto the ground or even on your bed, you could do this if you're not able to get on the ground. And legs up the wall is just so many benefits, and it's just such a lovely pose and practice. And I've actually created a whole, over the years, tips and tricks that I've picked up on different poses that you can do in legs up the wall. And to be honest, it's pretty much become my standard kind of end to my yoga practice is usually legs up the wall. So if you've ever been to any of my classes, you will know that that's usually how we end our classes, is in that legs up the wall sequence. So just on here this morning to share with you guys a couple tips. But before we get started on that, if you guys are watching this on Facebook right now, which you are, because that's the only place I could broadcast from my phone. So if you head over to YouTube after this video is done, I have lots of YouTube videos. I think this week or next week I'm going to have 100 videos on there, which is super exciting. So if you head on over there, there's lots of yoga videos, meditations, self-love talks, self-love interviews with like-minded women, and just all sorts of good stuff over there. So the link to that is actually in the description of this video, or it should be, and that's going to take you to the legs up the wall sequence that I am just going to be talking to you guys about. And and then if you're watching this live, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay so I can come back and say hi to you then. So let's get into it. So legs up the wall. So I'm just going to give you about my 4 favorite reasons why I think this is a pose that people should be doing every single day. And so when we're talking about legs up the wall, my favorite reason for it that has helped in my own body is that it's great for circulation. So if you are a person that like for circulation and inflammation, like I just find that my feet and my legs get tired or swollen sometimes if the weather is hot. My feet get swollen. That's just something that's been inherited in my genes, in my family history. So by doing that, it relieves the tension that is in my legs. So it allows my legs to have a rest, because let's be honest, our legs do a lot for us each day. And so my favorite reason is that it just helps with our circulation and our inflammation that we might be experiencing in our legs and our feet. So that is my number 1 reason why I love it. Number 2 reason is that it's really great for your low back. So if you are a person that struggles with having any kind of low back problems, this pose really gives you a sense of relief and release for your low back, and it's just an amazing exercise for that as well. And really, like, there's a lot of tips I could show you, which you'll have opportunities for that in the future, but just really listening to your body when you're doing legs up the wall. If you find that your body has to be further away from the wall, like your tailbone, then move yourself away a bit until you can find that comfortable position, because it's going to look different for everybody. I know in the traditional sense, when you see people doing legs up the wall, they're very close to the wall, or they're maybe 1 or 2 inches away, which isn't very far. For some people, that's just too close to the wall. So just making sure that you honor and listen to your body is my advice to you. Making sure that it's not painful. None of yoga poses should be painful. They can be, whoa, my motorhome's shifting, losing my tripod. Yeah, so really just tuning into your body is my best advice for you when doing legs up the wall, and only finding a spot that feels, you know, comfortable. You may feel some stretches in certain parts of your body, and that's okay, but just making sure that you're not actually in pain, because we don't want that. So we had our circulation and inflammation benefits, and we have our low back benefits. And so another benefit that I love that's pretty it's pretty good, like it's pretty more of a simple, well, not simple, but is it's really a stress relief, a stress release or a tension release. um Jenna says, that is one of my favorite poses. It has helped me to loosen up my hamstrings so much. It's true, it's very good for your hamstrings too. Yeah, I just love it so much. So many benefits, right? Like if you look up the benefits of legs up the wall, the list is like forever long. So it's really just such widely encompassing benefiting pose, right? So another good reason I find is that it's just a stress release. If you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed or any of those things, just bringing yourself into that pose. And I just love to bring my arms out to a T and kind of spread my arms out, close my eyes, and just relax into that pose. It's so relaxing to me. And if I'm ever feeling stressful or overwhelmed, it's really a pose that just grounds me and connects me back to my body and myself and just releases that stress. So if you ever see me legs up the wall in some random place, you'll know that I just need a minute. So yeah, and then my fourth reason for legs up the wall, which is one that's maybe not so common, is if you ever have headaches or migraines, that kind of thing, this is also a pose that could help with those things as well. Everyone's going to be different in this experience, but I have noticed there's been research done, and if you have read up on any of this stuff, that it can help to reduce headaches as well. So if you're finding yourself having a headache, it just increases blood flow, right? Because when your legs are up the wall, you're increasing blood flow to the other parts of your body, right? And so when you're doing that, it kind of pushes more blood throughout your body, which is going to help maybe release or relieve that headache, right? So that's another great reason. So yeah, so those are just my 4 tips that I had for you guys on why I think this pose is one that you should do every single day. If you guys are looking for a practice to follow along with, I have included it in the description of this video. This will take you to my YouTube channel where I have the it's a 15-minute legs up the wall sequence, so it doesn't take very long, and just the benefits are so incredible, and I have yet to meet a person that doesn't like this pose. And if they didn't like it, then it's usually because they just haven't tried a variation that works for them, because like I said, having yourself either too close or too far away from the wall, sometimes you can put a block under your low back and just increase the blood flow a little bit more, which helps you to be more comfortable. There's lots of different ways you can do this pose to feel comfortable. So if you are a person that doesn't like this pose, I challenge you to contact me, and I would help you to find a variation that works best for your body, because yeah, because it's definitely it's such an amazing pose. So yeah, so that's all I had for you guys today. If you guys are not in my community already, I have a group of women. It's a free group here on Facebook, and we are a group of women who are empowering each other to love our imperfectly perfect selves, finding self-love at any size through many different holistic approaches. So if you are not in there already, I will comment in this video after it's done and put the link in, but it's imperfectlyperfectyou.ca, and that will take you to the group, and you can join us, and we would love to welcome you into that space if that is something you feel like you need in your life. So yeah, that is all I had, you guys. I hope you guys have the best day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.